the street scrubbing, and the Dutch Clean and the Dutch Cleanser was kind of a product that was used at the time. In fact, one year they cleaned the streets and they used Dutch Cleanser, and it created so many bubbles that they had a really hard time kind of cleaning that up, if you will. So we really started with the whole parade part and inviting the guests and people to come in to visit the community. Over time then, things were added like Dutch dancing, and in the 70s, national stars such as Lawrence Welk and others from Hollywood were invited to come and do a show.
Absolutely. Now, Dutch dancers, right? This is probably a subject we could talk about on one show.
We could.
And I'm sure you've talked about it with Red in the past as well, but it's not like simply I can say, hey, I want to be a Dutch dancer, I've got to sign up for this. Talk about that and how that whole part of the festival is set up.
Dutch dancing started over 50 years ago, and it was started initially with a group from Holland High School, and I have their shirt on today, which says the first group from in Dutch. You have to know Dutch to be able to read that, but they were the first group that started the Dutch dancing program, and it grew over and over the years. Today, kids start as a freshman in high school. There's 30 hours of training that goes into learning the dance and practicing in your wooden shoes. And once you graduate from high school, you can become part of what we call the alumni group. And this year we have about 1,000 dancers between high school and alumni that will line the streets and dance.
Right, so if I'm post high school and I'm like, hey, I want to get into this, I want to be a dancer, I'm kind of out of luck. Is that true?
You're not, actually.
Really? There's auditions?
No, not auditions, but we have a community dance program that we run every other year, and we typically have anywhere from 20 to 50 people who worked from Holland that can come and learn the dance. They put the same 30 hours of practice in, and you can learn the dance and be part of the program. So that was started probably about 10, 15 years ago, because so many people said, I didn't grow up here, but I want to participate. How do I do that?
Absolutely. We're talking with Gwen from the Tulip Time Festival. She's the executive director. We will be right back. Stay with us on the At Home Show here on 1450 WHTC.